Alright, let's see if that works. Don't crash you, any piece of crap. All right. All right. What's going on? Is it coming from? Is it coming from my? That sounded like it was coming from my room. Justin Dawes, what's going on? How are you? Okay. Are we good? Can you hear me? I can hear you, that's for sure. Might have to turn you down a little bit. Yep. Let's do 75, see how that is. Perfect. Yep, that's perfect. That's amazing. I love that. That is true. That is true. I found so many people from Michigan doing streaming. It's insane, actually. All right. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here. All right. So, I think we discussed a little bit earlier about what our game plans are. I showed you my Electrode, which what I think is an underrated pick because it can disrupt with Eerie Impulse. It can immediately set up Light Screen. It can immediately invalidate with Rain Dance, Eruption, and it can get Helping Hands. And then Oranguru, ignore the extra sensory, but Light Screen, Instruct, and it can also set up Rain Dance. So if you want Electrode to set up Light Screen, then you can have Oranguru set up Rain Dance, and then with Hydreigon, you set up Nasty Plot, and then Instruct gets another Nasty Plot in. Then you on the next turn you set up your last one, and then you Fake Tears, and then after Oranguru instructs Hydreigon, it instructs Umbreon to do a second Fake Tears the next turn. And then we've got -6 and then +6. And then somebody uses Helping Hands to power up Dark Pulse from Hydreigon with Life Orb, and it will immediately OHKO Typhlosion. So that's just one game plan I came up with. Obviously, we've also got Chansey, just in case anything goes awry. It's got the Healer ability, Life Ado, Thunder Wave, Soft Boiled, and Helping Hands. But I don't know for this type of game plan that I have that it will be exactly a good teammate for this team that I have here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I tell you, yeah, I definitely changed it. Low kick. Yep. Which other? There's no way it has close combat. Okay. Oh, okay. So. Mm-hmm. That is true. So, I mean, yeah, but like, the thing is about Typhlosion is like, I guarantee you, it's in the beginning of the battle, it is going to focus more on its special attacks, because if we've noticed from all the 7-star raids, they use all different moves later in the battle when they're lower HP. So that's why Cinderace was easy to set up on. Yep. Mm-hmm. It has to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I. Mm-hmm. It's also it'll get stabbed technically, so it'll be 195. No, no, Hex is very, very scary. Even like something like Dustclops back in my Omega Ruby, it doesn't have a strong attack, but when something is status, it still hits really hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so I need to switch. We can also Oops, sorry. I was gonna say, like, I switched over Umbreon's move to synchronize just in case it does try to burn. It can burn it back. So that way, if it just does start using physical moves in the beginning, and Umbreon just happens to get burned really early, it'll help. Like maybe Chansey and Hydreigon from the physical moves. So I just thought about that. So all right, keep going with yours. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Would Yep. In itself, yeah. Yep, and it's also. Mm. Okay. Right. And and was it? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, to stop the will-o-wisps and all that stuff. No, that's good. Actually, you know what? Just in case. Yeah. Yeah, that is. Yeah, Taunt actually has saved a lot of hides in these 7-star raids. Like okay, like Samurai, wasn't able to actually do that one, but yeah, with Decidueye, yeah, it was very instrumental. especially late game, because that's when it started using Sword Stance. And I just taught it to Oranguru, just in case. All right, let me catch up with chat. We got Ghost Angel. Don't worry, I'll solo with my Lechonk. He's a chunky boy. So what's the fine team comp plan? Arven tries to join Master Chef Junior, but parents doesn't show up because they're on account of dealing with lizard children with the time stream. I barely beat with Koraidon. Uh-huh. Alright, I do have a Haxorus. I do have a Haxorus somewhere. And we can test this. There's an Axew, we can just evolve it. You should just be able to remember it, honestly. Okay, you're obviously going to evolve. Let's see. Let's see what Axew has right now. There's focus energy right there. I got it right here. Like, I don't know how it doesn't have it as a, yeah. I can build another one for you. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see how it works if we okay, I can find another Haxorus somewhere. And we'll see if it can learn it. I wish these would load faster. There it is. Sword and Shield. It was instant. There's focus energy right there. There's the focus energy right there. In a Honchkrow. Yeah, Honchkrow, that swagger is a good strategy. I just feel like it's gonna have modest nature, so it's gonna be minus attack, so but it does have minus defense too. Or what's up? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Right. Yep, and this one, Axew, still female. Do we have a... Yeah. Oh, no. What about, Flut... Yeah, what about Fluttermane as an attacker? It can easily take Shrug off all... It can't get hit by any low kicks, focus blasts. Shadow Ball... Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people saying on the internet, on YouTube, that it will work, but it needs teammates, for sure. Well, well, not only that. Well, think of it. It's a ghost type, so Brick Break won't even work on it. If you had just a team of Fluttermane. so yeah. Shadow Ball still. What if you just have a team of Fluttermane? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty wrecked. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. This one? Yeah, for here. Yeah. Yes, and that it raises it to the highest stat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we can just set up Dragon Dance. And if you have, because I think Oranguru will be a good partner, it can just keep instructing Roaring Moon to just keep using Dragon Dance. What's up? Oh, you believe so? All right, I'm gonna catch up with chat while you do that. Some people are saying Houndoom with Flashfire and Tera are normal. That might not be bad. It's still, if it's got physical fighting moves, that could be a problem. Time zone, I'm Eastern Standard Time. We solo this Typhlosion with a heart attack burger that you shared on Discord earlier today. Is this raid 750? Is this raid will happen 7:59 my time? Yeah, like I'm gonna be doing it later tonight. Obviously, I work second shift, so obviously I won't be there when it immediately takes off. So, but I will be doing it later in the night. You know what? I didn't even think about this. You know, be another good, decent partner. I think Trigalgi would be good because it's especially tanky, and it resists fighting and fire. So, and it could toxic. It could toxic it. Well, we want time to set up, so we don't want toxic to chip at it. What's up? Oh, acid spray. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I know you got me. That is true. That is true. What's up? Well, we can test that theory right now. I think I've got a Snarl TM. I do, but it cannot learn it. But just chilling water and acid spray would work fine with it. So it would be another good support mon. It'd be a stat buster for sure. It's gonna acid spray. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Hydreigon as well. Did you say Hydreigon? Because it can definitely take the hits, just maybe not the physical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nope, Metal Sound is special defense. Eerie Impulse is why I want to use Electrode, because that harshly lowers special attack. So oh, absolutely. But I'm talking. And talk about like Tera rape moves. I also think we should also break it up into early game, mid game, and late game if things go awry and you can't just beat it in one turn. Yeah. Yeah, because Eerie Impulse early game S tier, because it'll just cripple Typhlosion right off the gate. Oh, it can. Hydreigon can learn Roost. It can learn it. No longer learns Roost? Really? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're right. What does Acid Spray do? Acid Spray does damage, just minor damage, but it harshly lowers the special defense of the opponent. Another good one is Charm. Charm is good. So the provinces are named after food and stuff relating to picnics in Spanish. I didn't know that. Dark Pulse by itself won't OHKO. I did the calculations. I've seen the HP that Typhlosion is going to be, but with Helping Hands, it absolutely annihilates it. Yes, it does. Oh, helping hands, S tier. That is absolutely S tier. Riku, welcome in. How are you? With Eruption? I did. Yep. Here's the thing though. I've got Protect on my Hydreigon for that very reason, and that way, Electro. Yeah. So, and like I said, if we can get Rain Dance off immediately. See, I don't think the game is going to Eruption without us being able to defend ourselves, because that would be kind of bogus. I mean, true. Well, here's the...
What I'm able to gather here is if Typhlosion crits, it's over for turn 1 a Hydreigon. And let's just say, worst case scenario, everyone brings Hydreigon, and it crits.
Yeah.
That is 4 allies knocked out right off the bat, and you're already down to at least about a quarter of your time bar.
That is true. But also, like, you were muted the entire time. For some reason, my thing didn't turn on.
Oh, I just saw Justin Downs' comment there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm just a voice inside his head. That's why he can't mute me out.
The reason I had my headphones off is because if I don't, it's like double audio with the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I guess I don't really care about that right now. We're not playing the game to play the game. We're just here to team analyze.
Actually, if you go into the pause setting for Pokemon, and you go into the settings and options or whatever it is down the second to last option, just bring it down to lower it down the volume for nothing for right now, and you can change it back afterward.
That is true.
There's a valid solution for a short-term solution. It's not a permanent one, it's a short-term solution.
That is true.
Okay. Now, here's what I'm able to gather. Given all the information I have in front of me with a Hydreigon,
Yeah.
and let's just say for Devil's Advocate, we give it a Life Orb, which is probably the best damage item you can really give it at this point in time, other than Black Glasses.
Well, it's even better than Black Glasses, because Black Glasses is 1.2 and not 1.3. So... But it also doesn't have the recoil, too. What is this?
Well, that is true. The idea is if you're going to be running a Life Orb, you're going in for the kill.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to go for the kill every single time. Now, here we go. Let me go ahead and pull up the information here.
Aren't all content creators talking to themselves when they're making their videos?
That's what I just read, yeah.
I had a pretty good childhood with my dad. He used to put on tires and roll me down hills. That sounds like a lot of fun. Looks like you're yourself. Yeah. Those were good year. Sounds like fun. Oh my god, I realized the pun. Goodyear's a tire brand. All right. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, honestly, there's a lot more options than I thought. Because when you originally start thinking about this, you're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? But then you look at all the potential moves it has, and you're like, okay, so then you can narrow it down. Like,
all right, do you happen to see what I just sent you?
Let me pull up Discord.
Now, this is assuming everything's going right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no crits involved against you.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no crits involved against you, you'll survive the eruption with Sunny Day.
Yeah.
And of course, you got Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse out there for the damage calculations. Even with a Life Orb, you're not dealing enough damage to one shot. You want to at least go ahead and make sure you get in the 3,000 to 3,500 range to do a one shot.
Right.
In this situation, because this is just assuming you're in a 1v1 battle.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Roaring Moon in comparison real fast. And in the meantime, feel free to address your audience.
Let's see. Where are the... That and that. Okay. But yeah. I still think Hydreigon is still plausible. Like I said, I don't think Game Freak is going to screw us turn 1 in Erupt, turn 0. I think it'll Sunny Day turn 0, Erupt turn 1, like Cinderace or Charizard would do with when it was way back when. It would Sunny Day immediately and then start attacking.
Because otherwise it has no other way to go ahead and raise its damage output.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, what's the first thing you want a raid boss to do in this situation? You want to go ahead and have some means of making it difficult for the players by raising up its attack stat.
Mm-hmm.
That's just common sense on that one. Let's see. Now, let's go ahead and give it a... Sorry, don't mind me. I'm trying to multitask here.
Yeah, I still think Rain Dance on Electrode is going to be very useful. So.
Now, the main thing is, the beautiful thing about photosynthesis, it immediately procs the moment it just shows up on the field. It doesn't even have to do anything. It just needs to show up on the field. Boom, Sunny Day, turn 0. Thank you for procking that for me. Now, everybody else, Rainy Day.
Yeah, I mean, this is assuming we don't have, if anything, if I see a Roaring Moon and Sunny Day goes up, honestly, I'm just going to put a light screen up and then start eerie impulsing it to hell. So, so I still think it can still work. You just don't use the rainy day if I've got a Roaring Moon with me. But if I've got anything else that doesn't use photosynthesis, then yes, we can set up Rainy Day to, because with Eruption and Light Screen, everyone will survive it, even if you just use Protect anyways, turn 1. I think we should be fine. The noise, what's going on?
I'm going to present the hypothetical situation to you in just one moment here.
Okay.
And demonstrate how much sheer raw damage you are dealing with Night Slash.
Oh, you already. I think you already showed me that one.
Again, I'm mostly just pulling it up as a reminder, if anything.
Yeah.
Actually, I did not. By the way, speaking of a different note, it's been a month since we last talked. How are you feeling? Your throat feeling better?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get a chance to ask that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's an afterthought now. But no, I'm doing good. Like I said, I got back from Virginia just a few days ago, and kind of recuperating from that.
Is the normal Virginia or the West Virginia?
The normal Virginia, Williamsburg.
Gotcha. Well, I was gonna make a joke about Blue Ridge Mountains, Chattagona River. No.
I mean, I did drive through those, I think. I think my
Take me
joke
home,
went.
country roads.
I think my
Yes,
joke.
quite literally in this case, take me home, country roads, but not into the West Virginia. This one's going through West Virginia to Michigan.
I think my joke went over your guys' head. What joke? What do you think would be the best
If he's
Pokemon?
addressing us, he shouldn't be in a closet.
Oh.
I missed that one too. That one flew over my head.
I gotcha.
Did you get it? Because I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either. What do you think will be the best Pokemon to deal with Typhlosion? Well, that's what we're trying to go with right now, as Justin said. But like
Personally, for me,
you're saying
I'm saying Haxorus or Roaring Moon. But I'm not going to go ahead and go too much in detail of Roaring Moon. I'm going to keep the Haxorus right now because I want people to be able to have a reason to tune into my video.
If you're addressing us, you shouldn't come out of the addressing dress.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Well, honey, let me just tell you that, Taffeta, darling, I am already in the closet, but then I came out many times.
Oh, that's funny. But no, Roaring Moon.
No. Laces were last week. You gotta throw that on the dumpster and light it on the fire yesterday.
Oh my goodness. No, like, what do you think of Oranguru, though, as an instruct to get multiple stuff off? Like, if anything, we could have 2 Orangurus for, like, imagine...
Oranguru weirdly could work.
Yeah.
And the reason why it could work, I would say in most situations it wouldn't, but the only thing it has going for it really, really well to allow you to get away with using a Psychic type is it is also a normal type on top of it.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, you can forget it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly why it would be good, because you could just have a normal type. It can't get hit by any ghost. It's neutral to any fighting type moves, and it's on top of that, it's especially bulky, so it would easily be able to shrug off a eruption if anything goes bad, so someone could set up Rain Dance. And then if you have...
Oh, sorry, go.
If you have, like, if you've got a chance that you just Life of Do. So yeah. So you're thinking Haxorus and Roaring Moon, which I believe is good. And I still think like my Hydreigon is still good, a good option.
I just view it as more of a steady carry. That's something you would want to carry a Shell Bell on. It's feasible. It's not impossible by any means. But I think what you need to absolutely do, did you get a chance to test out Oranguru and a Raid Den yet?
Yes, it does. It does. The instruct does make the thing do it twice. I saw it. I used that on a Arboliva. It energy balled twice, and then I used that on a Arcanine, and it flamethrowered twice in the same turn.
Was it an allied bot or was it an allied player?
Allied bot. But
let's test an allied player. Everyone, let's go ahead and see a Raid Den going. Show me. Show what you got.
All right, I gotta connect to the internet real quick.
We as Michiganders know that's a challenge thrown down. That's a dueling glove thrown.
All right. Let's just go somewhere easy. I think the grass one was something easy. If it's not too weak. Oh yeah, it's gonna get obliterated. We want to actually see some tank something and then see the instruct.
Meantime, I'm just sitting here quietly. And if you hear my roommate laughing in the background, that's my roommate laughing in the background.
Now, someone, Justin Dawes says, could Mimikyu work? Oh. Mimikyu could work one turn, I think.
Maybe two, but let's see. I'm going to go ahead and check the stats on that. Mimikyu. Disguise. It can only have one ability. You want to go ahead and give it something more. Oh, God, no. Its base stats
Are not there.
Are rough. It's not impossible, but it is very rough. And that's not it's assuming it doesn't try to carry a physical move that can wreck your day. Like, say, believe when I did check Typhlosion earlier, it can learn some form of poison jab.
Mm-hmm.
That would be bad.
Can it learn?
And I know it guarantee learns Iron Head, or whatever the steel type head move it takes for flinching damage.
Yeah, it's Iron
and that
Head.
would wreck it too.
Okay.
But let's take a look here. What we want to do, okay, can learn Sword Stance. That's good. That's a way of going ahead and raising it up. Let's see, Nasty Plot. Can it learn? No. So it would have to be a physical attacker if you're going to approach it from the attacking side of things. Now, let's say status moves. Let's see its status move pool. We have Baby Doll Eyes. We got Bulk Up. We got Curse. We got Destiny Bond, which is not useful in Tera Raid Duns. Home Claws is not bad.
I wish
Light Screen.
I wish Destiny Bond worked. It at least took a quarter or a half of its health.
Light Screen. That is solid. Let's see. It does not learn Reflect, but I mean, it shouldn't matter if it's... Theoretically, if it runs nothing but special attacks, it could work. Could. It's no promise. Now, the idea is you want to have at least some means of self-sustain or avoiding getting attacked, which it does have something of a feature, which would be double team, and then you just go ahead and slap some leftovers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it learns Rain Dance. That's good. Now, Misty Terrain would be good for being able to avoid statusing. Like, say, getting burned from just an accidental mishap. Now, let's see.
Okay, so I'm getting to a raid den now, and you'll see how the instruct works. I don't think it works turn one, but after that, it does. And I'm not looking to instruct the first turn.
All right. Looks like you're getting matched up with bots. All right.
I think bots are a good way to test out because they're the most inconsistent.
Let's see. Substitute Sleep Talk. Rest, Protect. It does have a self-heal move and rest, and it can use Sleep Talk to forcibly increase its stats or do other means of causing chaos. As a stat buster, it could work as a stat buster, but it doesn't have the bulk to be a stat buster.
Right.
It's somewhere in a weird hybrid. Oh, wait. It learns Mimic.
Yep, it just did it twice.
All right.
So yeah, if you can't really see it, but watch Corb Ignite, it'll do it twice, 2 Iron Heads. Just did
Gotcha.
just
I
did
just
one.
saw boom, boom, just like just like that.
Yep.
Let's see it again, because I see that you already activated it.
Yep.
Boom. It only did it once that time for whatever reason.
Oh, it'll do it.
Okay, that time wasn't as fast, but it did hit the boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's try testing it out with another player. Let me load up my Switch.
Focus Fast Disguises no longer works due to Disguise nerf. Yeah, that's what really sucks about it.
I mean, to be fair, some strategies were getting overpowered and just ridiculously overpowered.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I mean, I hate to say it, but Libero and Protein absolutely needed the nerf.
Yeah, I mean, it has a masquerade for being good and competitive.
And worst case scenario, even if you ended up deciding to run one move, you can just switch it right back over to a different typing by using a Tera, just bring it right back over again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the interesting part is Mimikyu does learn Double Team. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at it from its physical attacks.
Mm-hmm.
It learns Phantom Force. That could be interesting. Battle Claw, that would be good. Then you could go ahead and crit into it. Let's see. Get ourselves a Scope Lens. Probably built it bulky with a little bit of bulky damage, effectively. Like a hybrid between the two.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have some way to sustain it. So, Rest is like a last-ditch option of like C tier. Sorry, I'm just kind of like going through all this and just racking my brain on it. Could run Rain Dance to lower the damage, and Light Screen, and then you do kind of a hybrid build. The only problem, though, is you're very contingent on a lot of different variables here. Let's see, you can learn Focus Energy. It does not. So, based on what I'm looking at, Mimikyu could work, but there are better options. That's what I ultimately can come down to, where I'm going to say here. It could work, but there are better options.
Yeah.
Otherwise, well, I don't have much more to say than that.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I mean, if you had a better special attack stat, maybe you could run Hex, combined with a Will-O-Wisp or Toxic kind of situation, where you're just dealing massive damage from Hex each and every time.
That's not gonna work. Okay.
But that's not consistent.
The Corviknight needs to work out. Okay. What's up?
Oh. You got focused into something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway. I already stated everything I had to do with Mimikyu. Mm-hmm. It could work, but there are better options, is what I pretty much ended up coming down to.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do Hex, but it's not reliable for doing the double damage on Hex for 110 damage correction. Excuse me, from earlier. Let's see, 65, no, actually 60. 130 damage. But, again, it's just not reliable because you have to constantly be statusing it every single chance you get.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a den boss against you, it's reliable. Hex is a reliable method of causing a lot of damage against you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And as a method for you to use, it's somewhere in the C tier.
Game Freak has really taken the slogan "Nerf or nothing" seriously.
Now, the interesting thing is, I'm pretty confident it's not going to let you do it, is Pain Split.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because, let's face it, everyone will be abusing it by now.
Oh, easily. Especially with sturdy users. Well, actually...
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I don't think anybody with sturdy can learn Pain Split.
That may be true. However, 2 words.
Endeavor?
Skill swap.
Oh, that's true.
I can't tell you how much of a sleeper pick skill swap is as a move. It's A tier, but not many people will run it.
So you're thinking about crippling its flash fire? Or you're thinking about doing like we don't have Durant. Because Durant can put Truant onto anything with entrapment. And that would completely cripple any regular person.
You can do a skill swap with your allies. You can't do it against the enemy.
You can't do it against the enemy?
In other words, you can't do it against the Typhlosion. You can do it to your allies. So say if you had like a Medicham with Pure Power, you give Pure Power over to an ally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what pure power is, right?
Oh yeah, doubles
Okay.
the offense. It's the
Yep.
same thing as huge power.
It's the same thing, just different title.
Yeah.
Same flavor text, different title.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, pretty much that's what it comes down to. I mean, like if you really wanted to get crazy, you just go ahead and give huge power over. Ooh. Well, that'd be kind of a suicide tactic, but you give huge power over to say a Haxorus
Mm-hmm.
that already has, and double checking the number again, I think it was 423 attack.
Yeah. Oh, I just checked. Skill swap can be used on the opponent.
Last time I tried it, it wouldn't let me. So
Unless I'm not reading this right. Skill swap fails if either Pokemon has the ability Wonder Guard, Multi-type, Illusion, Stance Change, Schooling, Comatose, Shields Down, Disguise, RKS System, Battle Bomb, Power Construct, Ice Phase, Gulp Missile, Neutralizing Gas, Zero to Hero Commander, Photosynthesis, Quark Drive, Auriculum Pulse, or Hydrant Engine. Okay. Skill swap bypasses accuracy checks to always hit unless the target is semi-invulnerable, such as Dig or Fly. Let's see. Yeah, it says it still works on the opponent. Your opponent must have had one of those abilities that it doesn't work on. Alright. Because maybe because in the wild it can, but in raid it can't. Gotcha. Which, so like you said, just switch with a an ally. You still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to reply back to somebody real fast.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You right?
I'm half asleep here. I'm trying to stay awake as best I can through means of heavy caffeination.
Heavy caffeination. I understand.
Heavy caffeination.
I'm running.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, though.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
But instead of Californication, put down heavy caffeination.
Heavy caffeination. So
It's like a Whose Lines an AOA parody.
let's see. Have we gone through most of what we think is going to be good for the raids?
Now, I'm going to give you one seriously off-meta tactic I've
that?
considered.
What's that?
Just give me a moment here. I got to pull up the information on my end. So, one off-meta tactic I did last time I put together as a thought process and just kind of a thought experiment, but I wasn't able to use, something along the lines of a Farigiraf.
Fairgraph did come up in one of the videos I was looking at.
Another one that I can almost guarantee works almost every single time, and weirdly enough just works. Quillfish. Intimidate Quillfish.
Are you sure?
As long as it doesn't carry Earthquake, you're solid.
Huh.
Now, some strategies I haven't put down because they're contingent on seeing the rest of the moveset. You got Acupressure. You can go ahead and use Acupressure to go ahead and bolster up an ally's stats. You can use Chilling Water to lower the physical attack stat. You can use Acid Spray to lower the special defense. And you can use Minimize, so nobody touches you. And just having leftovers go ahead and regenerate you over and over. I gotta give this strategy credit to Karina. Not many people know of Karina or know who Karina is, but Karina is kind of a cryptid in the community, so to speak. I'll explain that one another time.
I think I have seen them before. I think we actually rated her, didn't we?
Karina? No. Karina doesn't have a YouTube channel. Karina does not have Discord. Karina
Oh.
doesn't have any means of communicating other than through Dauntless.
Ah. I must be.
They only just randomly show up in certain people's streams, and Karina will use their companion Pokemon to communicate messages to, like, say, Sam the Pokemon.
Mm. My cat just jumped onto the table.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to get ridiculous, Quillfish can learn Swords Dance, and it can learn Crunch.
That is true.
If you want to substitute Acupressure out for a damaging move.
Acupressure is the problem with acupressure, though. It is very random, and you have to be lucky with what it gives you.
Unless you're going for a nuclear strat. Specifically, a nuclear strat related to, say, Power Trip.
That is true, because Power Trip does play on the amount of stat gains you've got. It's like
Power Trip is just a physical version of stored power. Yeah. And that's the reason why the nickname Nuclear came into play for the nicknames for strategies for various different ways you can play for Tera raids, is because you look at the stored power when you get a fully loaded stored power, it looks like a nuke landing.
Yeah, it's true.
You know it's true. You just see the health bar go from 100 to 0.
Yeah, just from a slow bro.
Now, that's another one I had considered feasibly, even if it is very, very off meta.
Yeah, because obviously it can handle any fighting or fire move that would Typhlosion be able to throw at it. But when it comes to the ghost type moves, that's where it's gonna struggle. It's gonna have Shadow Ball. So
precisely.
So you'd have to have.
Now, the other thing I did want to also bring up.
So Today's
sponsor happens to be HelloFresh. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish there was a sponsor. I'm not quite there yet.
This is not sponsored by HelloFresh.
No, it's
okay. So, what I would also say would be another weirdly feasible option: Rotom Wash.
I was thinking about that. I think we talked about that. Did I say Rotom Wash? I think I said it in my last night's stream that Rotom Wash might be a good one. The only thing you'd have to look out for.
You can give it Nasty Plot. You can give it various different Ghost or Dark type moves.
Mm-hmm.
And just fill it up pretty decently. And plus, it also learns Eerie Impulse.
That is true.
It learns Sunny Day. It learns Rain Dance. It learns Helping Hand. It is a very versatile support if you so choose to have it. And worst case scenario, you can just go ahead and do Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, and go for a steady carry strategy.
Yeah, I think, honestly, Rotom Wash best would work as a supportive mon. This is how bulky it can be. I'm sleepy and sick at the same time. I'm sorry to hear about that, Justin. I hope you get better soon.
Hey, remember, take care of your health. Normally I say take care of your mental health, but sometimes it comes down to taking care of your physical health, too.
I need to get back in the gym. I need to start taking care of my physical health.
Sometimes it starts with the mind first before you get to the body.
That is true.
Sometimes it's the body first, then the mind. It all comes down to the person.
I mean, I like working out. It's just the motivation.
No, I get that. It's like, oh man, I'm doing this only just to go ahead and feel pain later.
Yeah, exactly.
But realistically speaking, you know it's good for you, though.
Hatch a shiny Fuecoco in 7 eggs for a randomized breeding session. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I just thought of one other one.
What's that?
Quagsire. Quagsire has a considerable amount of bulk for this. You can run Shingling Water. I believe you can run Acid Spray.
You said Clodsire, not Quagsire.
No, I said Quagsire.
Quagsire is not the best on the special side. Okay,
no. No, I have to take that back now that I'm thinking of it. Clodsire would actually be the better option, only for one reason. Solar power. Well, I should say solar beam, which then, yeah, that'd be just, ugh. I take that, I have to take that back. Dang it.
Yeah. No, like acid spray would work on a Clodsire if you especially if you have the unaware.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Acid spray, chilling water, recover, stockpile.
mm-hmm.
And just give it leftovers in your solid.
Yeah. Yeah, like Blackbird Pill said, it hates it absolutely despises solar beam.
But the poison type obviously will just help you out back in the long run. Yep.
Yeah, it'd still be neutral, but that's better than being 4 times weak.
And one other hypothetical is you can swap out stockpile with helping hand.
That is true. And I think that's a preferred option to get more damage output when it comes time to kill Typhlosion.
Not kill. This is Pokemon we're talking about. Knock
Kill.
out or faint. Or debilitate if you're playing in Spanish.
Erase? Can we do that?
Exterminate! Exterminate! There's for some of you Doctor Who fans out there.
I've never seen an episode.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen an episode of Doctor Who. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, I made Metal Mental mad.
I was just about to message with you just for the laugh.
Nope, I've never seen that. I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones.
What else have you not seen so I can hang up again?
Any good ideas for solo mod for this raid aside from Houndoom? You said Roaring Moon, right? Had potential?
Not just Roaring Moon has potential. It has solo potential.
Well, that's what they were looking for. Soloing potential.
I will go ahead and say, keep your eyes out on my channel later tonight. I will post a short on it on how to build it.
Yeah, whenever you do that move tier list for raid battles, include me in there for the, like we can do a talk down with it. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I got caught deep in thought for a second there.
No, you're good.
Actually, I'm gonna double check for something real fast here. I'm gonna see what Metamaxis is up to.
Oh, I'm gonna
Let's see if I might invite him into the call. You want somebody that knows their move sets, they know all their typings, they know everything, where they have literally a whole journal worth of notes. I'm not even joking. And when I say a journal, I'm talking about at least a 200-page binder.
Mm-hmm. You want to know the funny thing? I know
You
Metamaxis.
do too, don't you?
I know Metamaxis.
Oh, wait, what? In real life?
Oh, no. But I just know them. I've been subscribed to them and for quite a while,
I
actually.
was like, wait, what? He's a Michigander too?
That'd be hilarious. But no, what about, you know who could hit hard as well? Well, no, can Greninja learn any boosting moves? I don't think it can.
It's a bit frail.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
Greninja is feasible, but it might be too frail. I'm going to double check the stats on that again.
Oh no, it's absolutely, I already know, it's absolutely frail.
It is too frail for it. I cannot endorse it.
No, I was thinking about it.
Does not have enough HP, does not have enough special defense. It is effectively what you would call a proper sweeper.
Yeah,
And in PvP, it would be excellent. What you want in any form of Tera Raid Dens is bulk.
yeah.
The only time that speed comes in handy is if you have something, say, along the lines of like an electric move, Electro Ball,
Mhm.
that's contingent on your speed. for its
Yeah.
damage output, but even then, no.
Yeah, honestly, Roaring Moon, you said it does have soloing potential. Like if we do, I don't think Roaring Moon gets
Because you can set up roost on it.
that, and it doesn't learn Sword Stance, but it learns Dragon Dance.
Yeah. Hey, Metamaxus, are you watching this right now?
I don't think they are. I don't see an AV
Any
juggler
ideas
set.
for a solo mon from Houndoom? Houndoom is kind of on the meta side of things, but I'll take a look at it anyway for humor's sake, joke. Let's see, Houndoom. Give it a fat flash fire for increasing damage anytime a fire move hits. So let's say Eruption hits you, you immediately have a perfect boost up on your attack right there. We're going to go ahead and bring that up to there. We're going to bring up your
People want to use
special
Annihilate.
defense. Let's see. Annihilate weaknesses.
Ghost. So, but mine has dark.
It is weak to flying, psychic, fairy, and ghost type moves.
So Shadow Ball would be a no-go unless you can protect and then set up light screen. I mean, it is fairly bulky. So
There's a problem here.
what's up?
Typhlo learns extrasensory.
I don't know that it would have that unless we actually.
I can pull the evidence up right now.
I mean, I believe you that it learns it. It's just I don't know if it would have it in this raid battle. Also, Joe,
I'm
what's going on?
theorizing it's going to be predominantly a special attacker until proven otherwise.
I guarantee you, it is going to be a special attacker, because without eruption, it's yeah.
Eruption, solar beam. Let's see, the fighting type move, it would run probably along the lines of like. Now, the other thing that I find interesting is Typhlosion's physical attack that also learns is play rough.
So you're saying that for like dark type moves. So
And it's another form of possible coverage if it so chooses to run it.
if
You'd
it
be
does,
better off running with a fighting type move for coverage, say Focus Blast. Extrasensory. I think right now my prediction for Typhlosion's moveset is going to be along the lines of Eruption or Fire Blast of some sort. Solar Beam. Focus Blast. Extrasensory for coverage. And of course, you got to run Shadow Ball.
Right.
And if it's not running Shadow Ball, and hypothetically, if the rumors are true where it actually gains access to Hex, yeah, you can almost bet that they're going to be running Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, and then what about Garganackle? It can't be status. It resists. It resists Shadow Ball with
Focus Blast.
I mean, yeah, but it can still be especially bulky.
Well, let's see here. Garganack. Purifying Salt gives half defense to Ghost. That's obvious. That's one that makes sense, but Sturdy will be a solid one. Clear Body is okay, but until you end up having to deal with the fact that stat purging doesn't matter whether or not what ability, what item, clear amulet, or covert cloak, it doesn't matter. It just goes straight through it. Let's see. There's a ghost. It doesn't learn any super effective moves. Your best bet would be running it as a steady carrier or as a support.
I was thinking more of the support route. So
Okay, let's say hypothetically the support route. Then we go ahead and go run status moves. We just ignore all the physical attacking moves completely. We want to get ourselves status moves. You can give it Iron Defense. You can give it Wide Guard, which that's contingent. Learns all 3 weather moves out of the 4. Learns Helping Hand. That would be handy. Ha, 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 ha. Shut up. No.
You okay?
I was making a really bad joke. It learns Helping Hand. That would be handy.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
All right. Substitute is almost like a self-suicide, which means seppuku move. Sudoku move. I'm trying to censor the YouTube algorithm gods there. You may have to do a post-editing on that one.
That's good.
Let's see. Rock Polish. Unfortunately, there's one major problem.
What's up?
It doesn't learn any stats lowering moves, so there's no point in running it. You can't do it as a support.
Oh, that sucks.
You can do its best moves you could give it would be Recover, Iron Defense, and maybe Rain Dance if you so choose to.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, you don't really have really any good options here. Now, there is one feasible option that I also was considering as well after we talked about Serene Grace last night.
What's that?
And let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure I am. Boxing Glove, or the glove item that you can give to any Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It can force contact moves on Pokemon that it won't normally make contact with. Is that correct?
I can just look that up right now. So they're saying like ghost types?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking here.
Punching Glove increases the power of punching moves, prevents contact with target done by those. It just prevents like anything with like Effect Spore, or Poison Point. Doesn't say anything about it doesn't say anything about ghosts, so.
Now, at one point, I had considered with Serene Grace, if it wasn't for the fact that it's a fighting move, Brick Break with Serene Grace. In any other situation, that's a guaranteed 100% accuracy on lowering defense to an enemy by 1 shot, which would make effectively Rock Smash. That's the one I was thinking. That would give Rock Smash 100% chance to lower defense by 1, giving it almost an S tier rating.
Mm.
Now, the other way you could go about this is, let's see, we get access to Curse, we get access to any Dark type moves. Bite. It would make it a 60% chance to flinch.
Are you talking about with Serene Grace? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But who are you talking about again? Like, cause I know
Dunsparce.
The Dunsparce, you'd have to paralyze it first. The Dunsparce is very slow.
I'm aware. I'm saying it's a possible option here, mind you.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm curious. Hear me out. It learns Hex, and it learns Shadow Ball.
You're not saying that we paralyze it and then absolutely obliterate it with Hex, right?
Theoretically speaking, I'm not sure if this is certain. I want to double check with Metamaxis. I might even bring him on the call in just one moment here and double check if he's okay with it.
You'd have to build up a lot of Calm Minds, though. Which is where Instruct would be handy. Trick Room the Dunsparce. I mean, yeah, that could work, honestly.
Now, if you run Hex, power doubles if the target has still assailment. Mm-hmm. What if it quadruples?
What's up?
Again, Serene Grace plus Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Serene Grace says it doubles the effects of the secondary. Doubles the secondary effects.
I don't think that carries.
I'm curious if it doubles up on Hex to make it quadruple the damage for status element.
It does not. I checked.
That'd be neat.
I can double check, but I'm guarantee I did not see that.
But what it will do, it will bring Shadow Ball to a 40% chance of lowering the target's special defense by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Serene Grace, Shadow Ball, let's see, does it learn Nasty Plot? Nope. But it does learn Roost, giving it a chance to go ahead and recover itself up.
And it does learn Calm Mind.
Let's see. Yeah, actually, that would make a valid point there. Yeah, that does work. It learns Chilling Water in case it runs with special moves. Let's see, does it learn Acid Spray? It does not appear that it does.
Yeah, it does not work with Hex.
But it does learn Amnesia. Does it learn Power No, it does not. Dang it. That'd be beautiful, did.
Another potential good mon for this, if it's gonna have Focus Blast, so I was almost thinking Tyranitar, but
let's see.
Behind a light screen, it would be good. But then your teammates are taking damage over time.
Ooh. You can give it Screech. You can theoretically make a hybrid between a support and steady carry to Dunsparce here, from the looks of things here.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if you really, really, really want to be a
What's that?
Mud Slap.
I mean, yeah, Mud Slap.
Slam as many Mud Slaps as you can on the Typhlosion. Watch as an eruption that is normally 100% accuracy move go down to about 40% accuracy. Solar Beam, Focus Blast, that's normally 70%, go down to as meaningless as 20% accuracy.
I mean, yeah, and then don't Raid Mons have like infinite PP?
That's true.
Yeah, so. But what if we just put Bright Powder on and double team?
I mean, that's not an impossible strategy, but you better run with Minimize, which, let's see, Minimize can only be learned by, in this gen,
well, double team also doubles.
Driflim, Muck, Quillfish, Sandaconda. It used to be a moveset that could be learned on Blissey. They removed it.
That's dumb.
I can't blame them. That was way overpowered.
That is true.
Imagine something you can't hit, and then suddenly it uses a soft boil after you finally do get to hit it. Only knocked it for what? A quarter of its health?
Yeah.
And it's right back up again? Ain't nobody ever gonna bring me down?
And it's in a substitute.
Yep. Let's see, Sword stance on the Houndoom. Houndoom does not learn. It's probably got to learn Home Claws, though.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. But it does learn Howl. Howl works. Ooh! Test this out for me.
What's up?
If you got the time today. Test if Howl not only raises your attack stat, but Howl also increases the allies' attack stat by 1 stage.
I think so. I don't know if it works in the raid dens, though.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Can you test it out and see if it works in the raid dens?
I have to see someone who you thinking learn Howl.
Houndoom.
Houndoom, let's see. I know I got a Houndoom here somewhere.
Gotta be around these parts somewhere.
If it would load faster.
I wonder where it could be. Could we ever find what we were looking for? Or what we were looking for was already found all along. Our friendship. As cliche as it may sound.
Oh my god. Oh, there you are.
Oh my good god.
So this
let's see.
has Howl. It doesn't need to survive in the raid den. We just need to test the theory.
You give it Howl, you give it Crunch, give it
In fact, we can go back to one of the raid dens earlier.
Sucker Punch as like a, hey, last minute strategy. Guess what? You're going to come out with Hit Me? Nope. Done.
I mean, yeah, that theoretically could work, but Howl also is only like one stage at a time, too.
That is true, but that's the best thing you can. It's effectively at best a B tier, but you can't get Swords Dance on it.
No, which is kind of.
That's as best as you're gonna get. Otherwise, your option is Nasty Plot. And let's see, yeah, you can do Nasty Plot. You have somebody do an acid spray repeatedly over and over while you get Dark Pulses launched off. You could run this as a... Oh, Metagross Maxus. He just said he's going to be willing to join the call in just a bit.
All right, I got about 15 minutes, so...
For the stream?
You know, I can probably... Yeah, about 15
I mean,
minutes.
if it's for the stream, I fully understand. If you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah. We can bring him in, though, for a few minutes, if he wants to talk about it.
Let's see, I was thinking of... I'm going to ask him real fast.
My Jugulis is built with 252 HP, 200 special attack, and 56 special defense. Modest with Assault Vest. Has Charge Beam, Snarl, Dark Pulse, and random 4th move.
Pretty much I ended up just saying to Metagross Maxus real fast, not to be a pain, but it's not my call. They asked, what's a bit? Which, I think is not a fair question. I'm pretty sure you would ask something along to that effect of that.
Yep.
Am I not wrong?
How increases everybody's stats.
I mean, theoretically, you could run nothing but Houndooms all across the board with Howl.
Yeah, but it's only the attack stat. Remind you.
That is very true.
So
you'd be better off at that point running with Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse. Why don't we go ahead and just drop that off in exchange for this? We go ahead and increase the... Oh my god. This might be a little bit crazy. But I'm thinking giving it a Assault Vest.
The Houndoom?
And finding other ways to go ahead and bolster its stats through other means. Whether if it's like, say...
You can do that with Cheers.
No, I mean like having it itself bolster its own stats. That's the tricky part. It's feasible on some, but there's very few moves you can do that.
You're talking about something like Charge, something that would be like a Charge Beam.
Yeah, exactly.
My Houndoom is 252 HP, 100 special attack, 100 special defense. I have Mud Slap, Snarl, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot, which is not bad, actually.
Actually?
Huh?
I'm going to borrow a little bit of what someone just brought up there. I'm going to check the chat. Okay, Joe said that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, Joe makes a fantastic point there. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this up. I'm going to go ahead and give it a modest nature in this situation. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the base raw stats and throw it in the call here. Why don't we go ahead and just say for Devil's Advocate, Hound Devil. No. Oh my god, you know what would be crazy? Maybe if they gave it a third evolution, called it Hound Devil.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to another Houndoom evolution. But they already gave it a Mega Evolution.
I mean, at this point, just to be fair, considering that they already did... Oh, well, maybe there might be a Paradox version where it's like Hound Devil. And you know how, like, pretty much, like, Roaring Moon is very, very closely related in lore to the Mega Salamence.
True, we can also do that for other Pokemon that have Megas and have them have a Paradox form that resembles the Mega Evolution.
Hold on a second, I'm going to pull up the calculator for Pokemon Showdown. What we want to go ahead and do is pull up, again... Typhlosion set. Give it a Ghost Tera. Have it always active. Then let's see. Then we want to go ahead and bring it over to the Houndoom. Houndoom with, let's see, maximize special attack, 252. Or in this case, for simplification, whenever I do my videos, I just tell the audience, just run with 26 HP ups.
I got another idea for a support mod.
Give it a Dark Pulse.
God dang. What do you think about, let's see.
And then why don't we say it'll either give it a Life Orb, let's see what it'll be like with a Life Orb. If it doesn't work with Life Orb, your next best bet would be running along the lines.
Hey, what about having Florges? Have you seen Florges'
special defense?
Oh my god, it's astronomical.
Again, remember what I said about earlier?
What, you saying poison moves?
Typhlosion learns Iron Head.
I don't know if it's going to have it, though. If it does, because I think they're going to be accounting for what people are going to
I'm accounting for what is more feasible by doing a process of elimination with minimal to no context.
Mm-hmm.
When we have more information, essentially taking the Sam the Pokemon approach, where he wants empirical evidence before he can do anything, which I can't blame his thought process.
No. I'd rather have a game plan to go in to have the best chance for success, and if it doesn't work, we know what to do.
I'd rather go ahead and build the ones that are almost guaranteed to work first,
mm-hmm.
and ones that are close to working guaranteed.
Yeah.
Before I go into anything else.
But if it doesn't have Iron Head, I can absolutely recommend Florges, because it gets Pollen Puff to heal your allies. It gets Chilling Water as well.
That might be an even bigger problem.
That it gets
Gyro Ball. If they decide to give it a negative speed nature, which is what they've been doing lately,
mm-hmm.
Gyro Ball would be absolutely nasty.
Florges would already be too slow for it to
actually. On top of that. No. I'm saying Gyro Ball on Typhlosion. It's a physical attack, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Now, if we go over to Florges is pretty much the highest special defense in terms of power creep right now in the game.
Yeah. I mean, it can shrug off any of those special attacks with very, very good ease. You could get Synthesis. It could get...
Ooh. Floragris's hidden ability is Symbiosis.
Yep.
If an ally uses its item, this Pokemon gives its item to that ally immediately. Mm-hmm. If you can find a way to keep Floragris healed and alive the whole time...
And, yeah, have like a couple Lumberries floating around.
Whether if it's Lumberry, whether if it's like a Citrus Berry... A Guava is personally my number one choice as a higher tier, but it's a little trickier because you have to go a little bit lower for a trigger for a higher health increase in terms of like just healing up.
Those are usually better on gluttony abilities.
I'm not denying that. But also then you also have like let's just say you decide to build up Nasty Plot several times. Houndoom automatically goes down to pretty dang low health, and they end up using, say, some form of recovery move. Then you just go ahead and have the Assault Vest transfer over. That thing is built like, excuse my language, you may have to censor. Can I swear on the channel or no?
I don't care.
That thing is built like a steel brick shithouse.
Yeah.
Once you get to that point.
Yeah. Florges is buff special defense, but kind of fail physically. True, but if we increase the HP, it should be able to shrug off one. All attacker, Gudra.
I strongly am going to go ahead and lean above everything else to the guns that I've stated before. Those two dragons are going to be what are going to end up pulling through the biggest of all.
You saying Gudra and
No,
or Haxorus?
the dragons I suggested earlier, the Roaring Moon and the Haxorus. I think those are going to be our biggest ones that I would recommend here.
Okay. As an it has Chilling Water, Acid Spray, and run Dark Tera Blast. I mean, yeah. Fortress gets Acid Spray. I didn't see that.
Actually, let's see, Acid Spray. It does not learn Acid Spray. I'm looking right at it right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see that.
It does get Chilling Water. It
Yep.
does get Calm Mind. Both are excellent to have.
Mhm.
It'd be a good way to go ahead and keep yourself running. If it doesn't run any steel type moves, this actually would be a very viable option.
Yeah, and Pollen Puff to keep your allies healthy, so just to keep yourself healthy. And Misty Terrain to make sure you don't get statused. Except Levitate. If you have Levitate, that's completely useless. But yeah.
Oh. Besides, grass types can't have stats lowered or afflicted by other. Symbiosis. You know what you can do?
What's up?
This thing learns skill swap.
Oh, I know. Yep.
If an item gets used, find another way to. Wait, can you recycle and then be able to. Oh my god, that'd be an insane
I don't
strategy. Recycle,
don't think so.
symbiosis. And recycle, symbiosis, skill swap, back and forth. Oh my god. It's a lot of work for a very little effect.
Yeah, but that'd be funny.
Anyway, it learns Helping Hand, it learns Chilling Water. Both are very solid to have. Now, what you want to have is along the lines like, does it learn Skitter Smack or Snarl?
No.
It does not. Pollen Puff would be solid to have for healing up your allies, good. Then, let's see, Vine Whip, Tearful Look. Tearful Look would be an interesting way of lowering the enemy's special attack. Let's see, Charm, it learns Charm. Beam Wish.
My cat is just all over me right now.
Okay, so hear me out. Here's the moveset I think would work great for Floor Grit, yes, and I think I may have to go ahead and rework my entire video on this alone for an off-meta tactic. And you know how much I hate doing that, right?
Yeah. You just added on to it.
You have no idea how much editing work that I put into Decidui, did you?
No, I guarantee it was a lot. Like an astronomically a lot.
I spent 2 weeks straight editing it.
Ooh.
Mind you, most of the editing work is already done, but there's still a lot that I would have to get done. And I always like to have some form of humor thrown in there. Like various different movie clips, and that's the part that takes the most amount of time. It's like, okay, what movie clip do I want to throw here? What movie clip do I want to throw here? So on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's see. We give it Chilling Water, Helping Hand, Pollen Puff, Pollen Puff, Light Screen. The other option is if you want to be selfish, you just go with Draining Kiss and constantly heal yourself. Because Draining Kiss, unlike any other vampirism move, so to speak, is 75% recover of damage dealt instead of just being 50.
Do Big Root, and that's over. I think it's like 1.06. So you heal more than what you actually took.
Yeah. Let's see. Disarming Voice does not check accuracy hits foes guaranteed. Fairy Wind. I'm looking through all the moves here. Magical Leaf would be interesting, but
Oh, Gudra gets chilling water, acid spray, and you can run a dark Tera on it.
I
And it's
understand that. I'm aware. Let's see. Gudra again. Sheesh, who let the dragons out this time? But the thing is, let's see.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to go.
Hydration, before we end, I'm going to say this. Hydration. If you're running Rain Dance, you might as well have hydration going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Or the alternative is if it runs the Solar Beam, Sap Sipper. Either one solid for its standard abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can go ahead and run, let's see, Nasty Plot. No, but you could run, no, you can't run Calm Mind Swords Dance. You can't run that. You can do... You're very contingent on the ally at that point, and you'd be just running it as like a steady carry or some hybrid of a Stat Buster support.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone that's listening in, thank you for letting me go ahead and star and let me go ahead and take your time and your day and everything else in between. I'm going back to bed until I have to see my therapist today.
Okay. I will appreciate you coming in and giving your opinions and your thoughts. It's been
In
very
10
insightful.
minutes.
Yeah.
I have to see my therapist.
Oh, shoot. All right. So, yeah.
Secondly, remember everyone here, take care of your mental health. We'll see you again soon.
All right. See ya. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Yep, and but aside from that, why don't we do this again sometime again?
Absolutely. And let's get that tier list going.
But other than that, to everybody that's listening in, I would recommend Florges. I would recommend Gudra. I would recommend Roaring Moon. And I would recommend Haxorus. Do your research. You'll know what to do when the time is right.
Absolutely. And everyone, thank you so much for coming in.
And remember, any type of theory crafting, use your best judgment on any builds. We're not liable for any bleeps, any bleep ups, any screw ups.
This is all just hypothetical.
And also, by the way, what show have you not seen again?
Oh, okay. Anyway. See ya. All right, Mental, thank you so much for coming in. Joe, thanks for coming in. Andre, Justin, Riku, Joel, thank you everyone for coming in. Black Pill, thank you all so much for coming in and listening to us for our theory crafting and hypotheticals for this upcoming raid for later today. So yeah, without further ado, I gotta get the heck out of here. So I will see you all next time.